Arsenal win 5-0 at Burnley, and it's another really comfortable win on the road. I keep saying this in all the fan accounts I've been interviewing everyone in, and I'm going to say it myself. I don't know where this has come from. It's not that Arsenal weren't finding a degree of fluidity. I remember games like Wolves where we won 2-1, Brighton we won 2-0. This is before the kind of real heavy Christmas patch. And you can see we were creating chances. Sevilla, I think we won 2-0. All those games were 6-0 performances. So Arsenal have been building up to this point. But what we saw was a frustration in front of goal when we couldn't beat West Ham. We ended up losing 2-0. Then at Fulham, really poor performance. It wasn't just about, taking and creating chances. It was just, we couldn't get into a rhythm, into a flow. But in that Liverpool game in the FA Cup, yes, we lost it, we got knocked out. But people saw positive in that. They said, okay, there's something about this performance though. Arsenal were having a go. And that was where I based a lot of my positivity around the Liverpool home game in the league, because I felt there was something there. We built on it. And then the thing that consolidates that big win against Liverpool is winning by 6 at West Ham, winning by 5 at Burnley, and saying to everyone, we're a part of this conversation. And these were crucial weeks, make no mistake about it, because with the games we had, I don't think that easy. You're talking 3 away games in 4, Liverpool at home, West Ham being one of them, Forest being one of them. I think West Ham just lost at Forest. So, they're no easy games. Tottenham just lost at home to Wolves. None of these are easy. But to come out with 5 wins in a row, scoring loads of goals, and putting ourselves into that pack with City and Liverpool, where, okay, yes, when the game's in hands, we're all done, whatever, we're probably still sitting third in that pack, but the goal difference is there. We're there and thereabouts in terms of points, and we pulled away from Villa, 6 points ahead of them, 8 points ahead of Tottenham, and these are big things. I think these are really, really big moments to just say we're part of that discussion, not this discussion. And it's great to see 5 wins in a row for the first time this season is massive for Arsenal. First time this season in the Premier League, may I say. Felt like last season we were doing that at ease. Now Arsenal have finally gone and done it and put together some momentum. 15 points on the bounce just like that after Dubai. We take the little break, calendar year, 15 points, bam, massive. It's massive. It sets a standard for the team, and the goals are coming. Everyone's contributing. We'll talk about them in a little bit more detail. Let's go through. I think you've got to give credit to David Raya, the back four, for another really sturdy performance and base and platforms what I'm looking for, that gives the forward players the opportunity to go play. Declan Rice is brilliant as he always is, but Martin Odegaard's having fun, and I was reluctant to go really heavy on the praise for Martin Odegaard in games like West Ham at home, Wolves at home, where I thought he did really good things in those games, but it was also quite frustrating in the final third. Maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe we'll say I'm overanalyzing. Maybe you'll say I'm just trying to back my feelings from back then. But I just think Martin Odegaard in the last 3-4 games has been absolutely scintillating. He's controlling games from deeper, but when he is getting forward, he's really decisive in his through balls, when to shoot, when not to shoot. Decision making is brilliant. His work rate is unbelievable. And he's being a great captain. He's not just a great player, but he's infectious, right? Like what he does with the ball, him choosing to retain the ball in tight spaces and, not just kind of lump it forward, not just try and clear it, not just try and, come out with a dual one or whatever. He wants to keep the ball and he wants to show class. And I feel like everyone feeds off that. But then when he is pressing as well, we don't have the ball, his pressing, his work rate, slide tackles, everything, that's infectious for the team as well. He really is leading on the pitch and he's absolutely worthy of that armband. An armband I wasn't sure he deserved when he got it, but full credit to him. I'm really enjoying his performances and I think he's a real leader out there as well. Other players to talk about, Bukayo Saka, of course, keeps adding goals and it's becoming normal. We're almost getting bored of saying that Bukayo Saka's adding goals, but we can't, because great players put up numbers when they're not playing at their best. Now, I'm not saying Saka's not playing at his best. I actually think since Dubai, he's looked electric on the wing. He's taking on fullbacks as well, and he's getting into central spaces. He's getting goals from distance. He's getting tap-ins. He's scoring his penalties. He's rifling it left foot, right foot, and another right-footed effort into the roof of the net. That some people like to say he's too left-footed. What have you been watching? Just say you don't watch football. Bukayo Saka's got a brilliant right foot, and that is a trademark finish. He's been doing that for a long, long time at Arsenal, and he got another one today into the roof of the net. You've got no chance when you hit the roof of the net. The keeper can't get to it. That's it. And he went and put Arsenal, what was that? So the penalty makes it 2-0, and of course he rifles it into the roof of the net for 3-0. 4-0 Trossard, a little bit frustrating in front of goal. Trossard, although he did some really nice things today, in front of goal probably a little bit frustrated himself, and you can actually see on his celebration when he eventually did stroke it home to make it 4-0, he sort of went, I don't know, there was almost this relief, like a roar of like, finally. And then Kai Havertz, I just want to say on Kai that I'm not the Kai Havertz apologist. A lot of you might think I am. Some of you, if you want to be critical, fair enough. I'm not the one who comes here and when he's not played great, I'll sit there going, no, but he did this and the way he went there, whatever. But I do feel personally that, I'll give you a good example. The FA Cup game when he played up front against Liverpool, I thought he was terrible. And everyone was telling me, no, but off the ball he did this and his work great and tactically, I didn't see any of that. But I will give credit. I thought in the home game against Liverpool in the league, I thought he did well. Not brilliantly, but he did well. I thought in the West Ham game last week, I thought he did really, really well. And I don't think today was as good as the West Ham game, but he got the goal and it was a really, really good goal. Showed some confidence, driving in behind, nutmegging it and then stroking it into the back of the net. And Kai Havertz is doing his best work from centre forward positions, but the thing is he's ghosting into those areas. People use shadow striker, people use round Deuter, whatever word you want to use. The point is he's getting to those areas. You saw it as well as he laid it off for Trossard to win the penalty. And he's making himself quite effective from those areas. I want to see a little bit more silk and class in the touch. I want to see a little bit more on the playmaking front. But I do appreciate that tactically he feels on a wavelength with the team where he wasn't before. He's certainly dropping deep off the ball to allow Trossard and Odegaard to press, get alongside Rice and actually make himself a nuisance in central midfield. But when we have the ball, he's one ghosting into areas that even if he's not getting it, he's certainly asking questions in a way. Yes, I want to see more. Yes, I understand about the price tag, but I want to give him some credit. Really good goal. And I think Arsenal, in these last 4 or 5 games, they have, or let's say the games where he started, I don't think he started all of them, but when he has started, it feels like Arsenal are understanding him more and he's understanding us more. And tactically, we look like an 11 that are playing in a way that's complementing each other rather than feeling like there's one or two players that aren't quite fitting in with it. So look, credit to Kai Havertz, credit to Arsenal. Another big win, 5 in a row and 5 goals in this game as well. They made light work of it and they're looking really, really serious for the league title. I said after City's wins at Brentford, Newcastle, Everton, and then they won at Tottenham in the league, I just said I didn't see how we were going to ultimately keep up with that. I felt that De Bruyne coming back, they had now clicked into gear and City's to win. Admittedly, I do feel that still, but I think we can have a really big season and there's still another competition that we can look to in the week for some more hopes of some major, major moments this season. Catch you in a bit. Arsenal win today at Burnley 5-0. It's happening. It's happening.
I hope you recorded that.